Let's talk about where we agree and where I have not been shy about giving you credit. It's like, hey man, JB for 2 or 3 years has been coming on the show and on his own show saying, hey, quarterback play is at an all-time low. And JB was a guy that 2 or 3 years ago was coming on our show and saying, hey man, Patrick Mahomes is overrated. It's blah blah blah. And it's not that I'm ready to go there with you with Patrick Mahomes, but I have been like consistently saying, hey man, JB was right. The quarterback play is at an all-time low. And so here's what I did, and here's the conversation that fits me and my audience that may not perfectly fit JB and what he likes to talk about in his audience. But I've gone to like, hey man, all of this emphasis on diversity and black quarterback and all of these changes that I feel like they've made to make quarterback play easier so that they can meet the quotas that they need to serve their diversity goals. So and so that's I looked at 2018. I only went that far back in terms of just making my point of like, hey man, look at how it's devolved just in 7 years. That in 2000, there's 19 guys throwing for 250 yards or more per game that started at least 8 games, and now we're down to five. And I'm saying, and then let's call up the graphic where I pointed out the top teams this year, top records, and then if there were tiebreakers in terms of records, we went to point differential, and I showed you the quarterbacks and the teams that are having the most success. And again, this gets me blasted. This gets me called an Uncle Tom and a coon. But these guys started out the year talking about 16 quarterbacks. Our starting quarterbacks are going to be black guys in the NFL this year. And look at how much progress we've made. And black quarterbacks have taken over the league. And then I say, okay, here we are 14 games into the season. Look at this list. Look at the top teams. And look at the quarterbacks that are quarterbacking those teams. Bo Nix, Sam Darnold, Matt Stafford, Drake May, Josh Allen, Trevor Lawrence, Brock Purdy, Mac Jones together in San Francisco, Justin Herbert, and Caleb Williams. And I'm like, all this black takeover, it's not at the top of the league. And again, it needs to be discussed. Well, why is that? What's going? We have all these black quarterbacks now, and everybody wants to point to racism and this and that. And they want to champion it. And then black quarterbacks, we've tracked it all season, JB, because they started this discussion. Black starting quarterbacks have won 41% of their games this year in the NFL. And my argument it's not that they're black, it's not their skin color, it's the culture and the mindset of victimhood and challenging of authority. And as a coach, you should be able to speak to this. I feel like white quarterbacks that traditionally come from two-parent families that have a dad that disciples them